baby. Shoot, shoot, baby. Shoot, baby. Shoot, baby.
You packed in your stack, especially in the back. Brother, wanna thank your mother for a butt like that. Give you a surprise with that shake, shake, booby. If looks could kill you, would be an Uzi or a shotgun. Bang!
Oh! Oh, hello. I know, right? Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie? I can't tell you, but it does rhyme with Wolverine. And let me tell you, he's got a nice pair of smooth criminals down under. Anyway, I got places to be, a face to fix, and oh, bad guys to kill.
Maximum effort.
Cockshot!
Rich Corinthian leather.
I'm looking for Francis! Have you seen this man?
Cooler weather.
Ow, ow!
Yankee, Yankee! I've never said this, but don't swallow. Shit. Did I leave the stove on?
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television, and I want to thank all of you for stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing, all that beautiful stuff. The march to 500 subscribers continues, because only together can we go straight to the moon, baby. With Deadpool and Wolverine coming out this weekend at the time of this recording, I wanted to get into the original Deadpool movie that doesn't have Wolverine in it, okay? But probably has a ton of references to the character. Because, you know, that's what Deadpool does. This movie came out in 2016, and it was made and released due to some test footage that Ryan Reynolds leaked out of an action scene he filmed as Deadpool, as he was cosplaying as Deadpool, and that was the scene used in the original movie, the original scene of when he jumps off the bridge as he's doing a little crayon drawing and takes everyone out in the car, right, or the caravan, so to speak. I just want to kind of get into some of the characters in this particular movie. Of course, Ryan Reynolds is Wade / Deadpool. Karen Sani is Dopinder, the cab driver. You know, that character is a funny character. Ed Skern as Ajax. Michael Benier as Warlord. Stefan Kapaki? I'm sorry, man. The voice of Colossus. Don't beat me up, sir, if you ever come across this. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name there. Brianna Hildebrandt as Negasonic Teenage Warhead. I don't know why I did that. TJ Miller as Weasel. Maureen Baccarin as Vanessa. And even though she didn't play a big part in this, I'm a Gina Carano fan, and I want to say she was in this movie as Angel Dust. Basically, what this movie entails is it shows Wade's origin of how he got his healing factor, what had happened to him during experimentation, and how it led to him to be permanently scarred for all of his life. When he initially got diagnosed with cancer, Wade didn't really feel like there was much to life. So he joined up with an organization to be experimented on and to be used for whatever purposes that they needed to use him for. But little did they know they created the very thing that would bring them down in the end, which was Deadpool. After he got his powers and was able to escape that scenario, he would hang out and take jobs as a hitman. And how his name became Deadpool was that there was a betting pool on who would be off next during a mission or what have you, or whatever it is that would maybe lead you to being gone from Minecraft, if you will. And it was called the Deadpool. There's a version of this on the internet for those with darker inclinations on celebrity Deadpools. There's actually sites where you can bet on the next celebrity to Minecraft out of the reality. That's where we come across T.J. Miller's character, the Weasel. It's a character from the movies, obviously. Vanessa, I'm trying to remember if there was a version of Vanessa in the comic books early on. I'm not particularly remembering. I also know that Blind Owl was in the comic books too earlier on, when Deadpool got his first ongoing series, and Ajax also comes from that first kind of major run he had in his solo series. It kind of showed a lot of his past and everything, and his origin, and how he became an anti-hero, so to speak. And of course, during his adventures, he comes across Colossus and Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, and Kimiko. Kimiko and Negasonic are a couple. What's funny is when Wade made it to the X Mansion with Dappender's help, right? He got there, and he's like, "Man, it's such a big house, and no, where is everybody? It's just you two guys all the time here, right?" Like, that was a running joke near the end and throughout the series. That was Fox can only afford 2 X-Men, because Deadpool, the character in the comic books, is a fourth wall breaking character, which means he's aware of that he's a comic book character. He's aware he's talking to the reader, and he also knows that the other characters around him, for the most part, don't understand that they're comic book characters. She-Hulk is a character like that in the comic books, and I believe Spider-Gwen is a character like that in the comic books. Don't quote me on that last one. I know there's something kind of maybe slightly different with Spider-Gwen's character. But Colossus and Negasonic and Kimiko wind up helping him because he winds up falling in love with Vanessa, and she's used against him, and he winds up saving the day with his cast of friends. I will say that for a comic book character being brought to life on the live screen, Deadpool has been one of the best versions of any character being portrayed. He stuck true to himself. Ryan Reynolds has treated this character and this movie franchise much like as if it was one of his own children that he helped create from his body. Well, he did help bring this to life. He may not have created the character Deadpool or created the initial origin story of Deadpool, but what he did do was solidify Deadpool in the mainstream consciousness outside of the comic book nerds, where even the normies love the humor, love the potty mouth, love the blood and guts action and everything. Deadpool is a perfect combination of good storytelling, great writing, great acting, and also mindless fun at the same time, where it leads you to not have to think about it too much. And the great thing about the Deadpool character is that even if something seems wonky, the character will acknowledge in the movie, oh, convenient writing, ha ha ha, right? Oh, look, I just found the thing I needed to find randomly where I was just right? Like, he makes jokes like that of movie tropes or writing tropes in books, right? And it kind of makes you realize, step back, it's not that serious. We realize we're throwing something at you that ain't making sense, but just go with it, okay? Just go with it, all right? You know, and I think that audiences like that's because it's also a reflection on us to take it easy a little bit. At the end of the day, these are only fictionalized characters for the most part, unless, of course, it's based on real people. But Deadpool isn't based on anybody in real life, so it's almost like, take a breath, it's okay, it's only a fictional character at the end of the day, even though we know you spent years of your life following us, but just let this slide, okay, guys? Type of view to it. And, yeah, I just think Deadpool is really a character that has gotten into the pop culture zeitgeist, and he's held on a high tier like Wolverine. Even characters like the Joker over there, a lot of people would debate who's funnier or who's more of a crazier man, Deadpool or Joker. I love those topics. I love those conversations because at the end of the day, it brings fans together, these type of characters. And that's really what, that's why I love these type of movies, why I love comic books in general, because it can bring people together that normally may not talk about things or realize they have anything in common. And, yeah, I just think that Deadpool is a character that everyone can come together and enjoy and have friendly debates on. Deadpool versus whoever debates. In my opinion, for a comic book movie, this is definitely like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. In a general movie over sense, am I saying it could be held in high regards as Goodfellas or Godfather or Forrest Gump or other movies that are more like Academy Award level movies, right? Yes, I think that Deadpool, the original Deadpool, can definitely be held up there. Just for the fact of even the sheer will of Ryan Reynolds making this movie and making it reality, I think is an amazing thing. This character needs to be R-rated because of the language, because of the violence, and for him to convince everybody in Hollywood that he can do this and make money, that man is a talent that is, in my opinion, underrated. From his first appearances as Van Wilder and Monty in the movie Waiting, all the way to now, I think he's always, for the most part, like 99% of the time, has come up with some solid hits. Even if it's not critically acclaimed, I think that everything he's done, he's put 110% in, and it shows. And another fun fact before I wrap this up for you guys, on the first two sets of the Deadpool movie, and I'm not sure about the set of the third Deadpool movie, but on the first two sets, definitely, his wife, Blake Lively, would be around, and they conceived two of their children on the movie sets of Deadpool. And in a recent interview, when he was talking about Wolverine and Deadpool, he was like, I don't know how many more Deadpool movies I can make, because it seems like every time I make one, I got a kid almost a year later, and I don't know how many more I can afford. Ryan, you can afford a lot of kids. I believe you me. I know you can, brother. But yeah, that's where I leave you here. That's my views on the first Deadpool movie, and I'm shamelessly grabbing for views so I can write Deadpool in my video title. Yes, I also am a YouTuber that's trying to get views. Speaking of which, before I go, if I have earned your subscription, why don't you hit that red subscribe bar below, above, somewhere, hit the bell notification, like this video, and yeah, until next time, peace, Snookums.